It's fine. I don't care enough. It's alright. I just want to stream. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, let me like get everything set up and I'll kind of... Because I did a little stream yesterday just on YouTube. Just to kind of test things, whether there's maybe people that I would, less people because I wouldn't... My YouTube channel is smaller than my Twitch, obviously. But I'll kind of give a rundown of everything's going on. We'll give a few minutes to kind of warm up and settle in before we start doing anything. Right, is that both chats up? It is. Alright, nice. Cool. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's doing well. The plan for today, it's a pretty simple plan. It's very easy to follow, even if you play Pokemon. It's very easy to understand. I'm just going to be shiny hunting. Alright, that's the main idea. To kind of explain a bit more, is I want to find 6 shiny Pokemon through a variety of games I'll be doing. And we're going to get these 6 shiny Pokemon, and we're going to try to get to the highest rank in the competitive Pokemon game, Pokemon Champions, which is this game here. It's not super easy, especially with a bad team. I did do a little stream yesterday where I got 1 out of 6 for the team. So we're kind of continuing that. That's the idea, that's the plan for today. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's kind of it. And to everyone who's been here before, obviously, if you're from Twitch, I've streamed a long time. Hello everyone, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I've wanted to get back into kind of streaming and content creation for a while. I haven't for a variety of reasons. I think focusing on university, for me, I think it would have been difficult for me to kind of do university alongside streaming. I did my A levels a long time streaming, and that was very bad. I did quite badly in my A levels for that because I couldn't really split my attention very well. So I kind of took a step back during, let's get some music up, during my university to kind of focus more on university and kind of living life, that sort of stuff, But I'm back. I'm done with university. I've been for a little while now. And yeah, this is where I'm at. I am mixed emotions, happy and sad, starting a job very soon, which is very cool. It's scary because, I wouldn't say I haven't had a proper full-time job before. I've done jobs here and there, but the job I'm doing is 10 hours a day, so it's going to be kind of tough. But yeah, I don't know. But how's everyone doing? Like, anyone in chat, absolutely tell me how you're doing about your day. 100%. Just kind of recap last stream for people who weren't here. Most people, we did get 1 shiny and Machamp, so that's the first member of the team. It's a pretty shit Pokemon, I'll be honest, but it's okay. I'll make it work. I'm decent at Pokemon. I can make it work. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I've got graduation a week today. Is my graduation, so very exciting. I got 2 shinies, but one of them was a Machoke. The issue is Machoke is that it's the same as Machamp, right? It was computer science, and I got a first. And actually, okay, this is really exciting. Okay. I'm not trying to brag. I need to tell people this because I'm very excited. Okay, so last night, I got a mail. Okay, I got mail, right? I was like, oh, who's the service from university? I've already told me I passed. I actually got the a first, which is like the highest grade. And if there's something that I don't know everyone does, is dissertation. Something that some people do. It's like a final project that you work on, right? That's what I did, was my dissertation. I did a dissertation on AI in video games and NPCs, etc. And how it would be implemented in games. But it's a very brief overview of it. So I got this letter, right? I look inside the letter, and it says, "Congratulations, I had the best final project out of anyone in my university for any computer-related subject course. So computer science, game dev, AI, cybersecurity. I had the best final project out of like so many people, and like I wasn't like a bad student, but I wasn't good. Like, I skipped a lot of classes. I kind of maybe should have gone to more, could have done more for like my general classes. I kind of maybe prioritized socializing more than my uni life. Maybe, who's to say? Um, so I don't know. It's so weird because I don't feel like I deserve it. I'm very proud of my project. Like I definitely think I put a lot of work and time into it. But I got 250 quid. Like the university gave me money as like a well done because it was a really good project, which is really awesome. I'm really excited about it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna get an award at the graduation, I think, about my project, which is so kind of how it works. I don't know if it's the same in American as English schools. I have no idea, but so for us, our last year of university, there'll be a dissertation, which is just a big project you work on throughout the entire year. You usually work alongside your like a professor that's kind of specializes in that thing. So mine was based a lot more on AI, so I had some guy who was more, you know, not generative AI, just because people always make that assumption it's not to do with generative AI. But that sort of like specialized in that, right? And then at the end of the year, eventually you'll present it, you do some presentations, etc., on it, which I did, and I guess it went really well. I didn't even really, because I was kind of lazy, as I said, I didn't even really spend a work with my like turn up to the meetings with my professor much. I kind of just winged it. And yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know how. I think it's like divine intervention. I got lucky. But I'm not complaining. Like I will take it. I'm very happy with it. That's kind of the thing that I'm just telling everyone right now because it's, you know, the thing on my mind, the thing that's happened. And literally yesterday I found out. So yeah, it's awesome. I'm really happy about it. It's like a massive shock. It's not like I'm like some super nerd. You know, who's been like grinding like constantly, and I almost not expect it, but like I'm a contender for a top student. I wasn't even averaging the high, like I wasn't averaging the highest grade, or really, no, I wasn't averaging the highest grade. I was averaging like equivalent of like a high B, in American terms, before my final project. But it got so like high marks, it pushed me to like the highest overall. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It probably sounds like I'm flexing. I'm like it's a very big part of my like life, I guess. Because you know a lot of stress went into, you know, uni and everything, etc. So it's a massive relief for it to be done. And yeah, to somehow have it be the best in my apartment at university is yeah. I don't know. It's a bit surreal, but it's really I'm very excited about it. If you couldn't tell, I'm you know, obviously, you know, masking it really well. But Pluto, if you're still here, is there any like, do you have a specialty in computer science you're studying, or is it just general computer science? Because mine was computer science with AI. That was the study I was doing for the whole 3-year course. So it's like different, like you know, algorithms, recommendation systems, etc., like that. It's not really. I mean, there were courses on generative AI, but it was mostly about like the ethical use of it. I wrote a paper on like why it's unethical to use it for creative practices, right? Like art, like, you know, like graphic design, etc. Like why there are definitely some bad, not good implications behind that, etc. Because I say I did an AI degree, and people think, oh, I'm like Mr. ChatGPT. It's not like that. It's you know, a bit more nuanced. But I can understand why people would say it. It's a very like hot buzzword, so I understand 100%. But yeah, it's that. But that is what my degree is on. I don't know if there's a lot of people who do just general degrees of computer science. Like that is an option at my university. It's just not what I did. Okay, right. So yeah, kind of, yeah, like it sounds similar to like we have in a software engineering course. That's one of it's software engineering, there's game development, cybersecurity, and AI. That's the all the parts of computer science at my university. I don't know why I'm catching these, by the way. You can't get these Pokemon in Champions. I don't know what I'm doing. Just a little sidetrack to the game before I continue yapping. Yeah, I'm trying to get 6 shiny Pokemon that I'm going to then try and bring to the highest rank in Pokemon Champions. There is a little caveat, is that I'm trying to just get random Pokemon. I don't want to hunt specific Pokemon because, not to sound like an egotist, I don't think Master 4 rank is that hard if you've played a lot of Pokemon. If I hunted a specific team, I think it would be relatively like it would be okay. It would take a while, but I think I would manage. I think the interest of this challenge is doing random Pokemon, right? Ones that I haven't used before. Like my champ, probably not a very good Pokemon, and I'd want to try and make it work. The intention of this is to be eventually a YouTube video, you know, when I find the time to. And yeah, so some Pokemon aren't in Pokemon Champions, so there's not every Pokemon I can shiny hunt. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But yeah, that does sound like very similar to what one of my flatmates was doing, which is software engineering. And there's a lot of overlap of like, I think the first year and a half really was basically more software engineering than AI. And then in my second to third year, it kind of went into a more specialized course of, you know, building our own recommendation systems, like very rudimentary AIs, etc. Like my project, I implemented some AIs in like an NPC, like a game context. In a, you know, a bit of a layman's terms, but I don't think I'll bore you guys sitting here explaining everything, every part of it to you guys. But yeah, I'm very much, because I genuinely, this is not like people being modest, like, oh, I didn't know I was going to pass. I genuinely was scared I wouldn't like pass my dissertation, because I hadn't really worked with my professor at all, which was, you know, you're supposed to. I'd been kind of in and out of uni a lot for like a variety of reasons, so I hadn't had a lot of time in university to kind of talk to my professor and all that. So I genuinely was worried, like, they might just think this is terrible, like, what is this guy been spending a year on? Because I kind of just, I pitched the initial idea, he was like, go for it, and from then on I was on my own. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll stop talking about it now, I'll stop the flexing, but yeah, I don't know. It's very, very exciting. I'm very happy about it. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, starting my job very soon, which actually has nothing to do with computer science at all. Okay, sure, absolutely, yeah, of course, yeah. So, yeah, I guess I'd be in the year above in that sense. I'm sure there are differences between how, you know, University of America versus England work. I don't know them obviously, but I'm sure there are. Wait, is my YouTube live? I don't even know my YouTube is live. I don't know. If anyone's in my YouTube chat, just, you know, just like say something to see if it's. There might not be, but if there is, say something. So I don't know if I can see the chat or not. I don't really know. Is it live? Really? I will say this is. I'm not streaming on Methodic Live. I have a new channel that I've made. It's called Methodical. Not to shill. I'm gonna put it in the chat in case anyone's curious. I've kind of recently started making some videos that they've had. You know, I think considering I've been out of content for 3 years, I'm very proud of how they've been. You know, if you're not trusting Pokemon, you don't have to sub or anything or watch videos. It's fine. It's just if you're curious, there it is. I can't promise the most consistency if I'm starting a job. I'm going to try my very hardest, because I've had a blast making videos recently. It's been so much fun. Like, yeah, it's really like I've kind of fallen back in love with content creation again, and I really do want to do more stuff. I just don't know if Minecraft is the route I want to go. I think with content creation, I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it is YouTube. Sorry, if it is Pokemon. I don't really know. Maybe it is Minecraft. I'm just gonna do what I think is fun, and that's the extent of my thought. I don't like have any intent of making it a career or anything like that. It's just gonna be, if I think there's a cool video I can make, I'm gonna make it. That's the extent of my YouTube you know, game plan for now. But I thought this was kind of a cool idea. Yeah, Puta, that'd be awesome. Like, genuinely, even if it's off stream, I'd absolutely be down to hang. Like, for sure. I definitely, like, my biggest regret with streaming is not keeping up with people after I streamed. Like, I kind of disappeared. It's obviously completely on me. But I didn't keep up with, like, any of my, you know, old friends who streaming. And yeah, I'd be so down to do something. At some point, 100%. As I said, I'm going to be very busy soon with work and stuff. But I will, yeah, I will definitely hit you up. For sure, man. I hope the editing goes well. Okay, so by the way, people who went to last stream, I I think it's like a 3.5 hour stream, and I found one shiny, well, two, the Machamp and the Machoke. One shiny I could use, which was, they were back to back as well, pretty much, the shinies, and I found nothing else for more than 2 hours. So I'm hoping something more today. Really, it would be nice. I want to at least my kind of rough game plan for this challenge was 2 Pokemon in Legends Arceus, 2 Pokemon in Scarlet Violet, and 2 Pokemon in Legends ZA, which are kind of the 3 most recent titles of Pokemon, and they're also the 3 of the easiest games to shiny hunt in. So that's kind of, you know, the point of this challenge isn't to be really hard shiny hunts. It's to be, can I hit this one? Hello. It's to just be. I need to buy some more Pokeballs. It's to just, you know, be getting Pokemon I'm used to getting to try and build a team with. There we go. Yeah, as future content goes, I don't really know what my plan is. I want to do. I'm really paranoid my YouTube isn't working. Because, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really hoping I can, at the very least today, find the shiny that my second shiny in Legends ZA, and move on to the other games. The other games are definitely a lot easier. The shinies in this game, I find, like, I genuinely believe if I got the my second Legends Arceus shiny, I could. Sorry, I said ZA. I meant Legends Arceus. There's 2 Legends games. A bit confusing. I genuinely believe I could get all of the games done, all of the everything done in a few hours. Oh my god, Scar! How's it going? Oh my god. How you doing? It has. How you doing, man? How's life been treating you? I just did the kind of the whole monologue of where I've been, what I've been doing. I've just finished university, but yeah. How have you been, man? What have you still doing content creation? I've really been out the scene. I haven't been, you know, doing stuff for a while. So but how have you been, man? It has been a long time. I really, funnily enough, like, kind of recently. I say recently, like a few months ago, I was talking to someone about like Ryan SMP and all that. Well, that's very fair. I'm about to go into like a full-time job, so I'm a bit worried about that. I don't mind if you know, content creation thing that fizzles out. To be honest, it's, you know, I don't intend to have it as a it's a hobby. So I'll do it when I can, sort of thing. But yeah, like recently I was talking about Ryan SMP and those kind of old days and everything. Yeah, like, how have you been? I mean, I don't want to pry too much into your social life of what you do for work and stuff, but yeah, I've just finished university. I'm graduating in a week today, which is pretty exciting. And yeah, I'm starting work on Thursday, which is also very exciting. A bit nerve-wracking. It's long hours, at least for someone who I haven't had a full-time job properly. Like, I've had like summer jobs kind of here and there stuff, but nothing that's been like, you know, a proper committed 9-to-5 adult job, you know, as you can kind of say it. So I'm a little bit like nervous. I wouldn't say worried. I just say, you know, it's long hours. It's 10 hours a day, which, but you know, I can't complain. I found a job very quickly after graduating, so I can't complain at all. I'm very excited about it. I'm just also very nervous about it. But I'm sure it will go okay. Let me move my... Can I move this down here? Yeah, it makes more sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the kind of my current idea, I guess, or what I kind of want to do with content creation for the time being, is the occasional stream. It is the general idea of making videos on my Pokemon channel, which I... Is Octillery in Pokémon Champions? Let me check. That's kind of the idea. Making videos, and then if I can, yeah, get streams out of it, and that's great, and that's amazing. But Oh, is the YouTube still not... Wait, so is YouTube not live then? Because... Hang on, let me see if this... I'm very confused about this YouTube now, if it's live or not. Give me 1 second, everyone. 1 second. I've never co-streamed before. I don't know how it works. It's a little bit confusing to me. Let's have a look. Ah, it's not. Yeah, okay, there we go. My YouTube stream was not live. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not too fussed. Having the two chats is very confusing though, I will say, having them both up. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, no, I'm excited for the future. I do really want to try my hardest to keep listable to keep like doing some sort of content. I definitely missed it a lot, and I don't want to give it up. I mean, I do, you know, I obviously have priorities of other things, but I definitely want to, you know, try my hardest to keep some sort of content creation of some kind going. Whether it's Twitch, YouTube, maybe I would YouTube want to do a stream every few days. I don't know. I have no idea, but I definitely want to have something like that. Alright, I really want to get the shiny soon. Like, it's been far too long. As I think I said in my stream I did the other day, which was just on YouTube. It took a while. It did take a while for to get even the first shiny. It was over an hour, which is I think probably slightly over odds, maybe about on odds. And then 2 hours. You never know. Like, I'm not against it if I can learn how to do short form content. I don't think it, like, I would only ever do short form content as a means to increase people coming to my main content. I don't think I would ever want to become like, I mean, I did like TikToks back in the day. They were stupidly, they did well, but I didn't like have my voice in them, so they didn't like, it was like I was a separate person from my actual me, you know, my Twitch, etc. Yeah, I don't know what, like, I was saying this, and this is like in a very obviously jokey sense. I'm very grateful I managed to find a job so quickly. I kind of wish in a sense I had more time to, one, kind of enjoy my last few months being in, like, a bum and unemployed, and also to the YouTube. It's kind of how things be going on YouTube. I've been, you know, I haven't had any viral success, but I mean, I got 20,000 views in a video. I think I'm very proud of that I managed to get 20,000 views in a video. I'm very excited about that. Like, I wish I had a bit more time to, like, explore that more, I guess. And kind of, you know, really try and grind YouTube and that sort of stuff. But, you know, it's just how life is. I'm not going to, like, you know, let it stop me from doing what I want to do hobby-wise. Even if I don't do much of it, I'm you know, still going to try my hardest. But I think I just want to prioritize. If I find something fun, I'll do it. If I don't find it fun, I won't do it. That's kind of, which I definitely didn't used to do with YouTube and content creation. I enjoyed a lot of it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love doing streaming, but I think I would do the things that would just make my views be the highest rather than what I wanted to do a lot of the time, which is silly. It is silly. Like, you know. Oh, shiny! What is it? What is it? A Cricketot. That's not in the game, is it? I kind of don't want it. There's no way it is. It's not. For God's sake. Okay. So, just to kind of explain again of how this challenge works, I'm looking for 6 Pokemon that are going to be taking me to Pokémon Champions, a competitive battler game, and they're going to be using them to try and get the highest rank in the game. Now, not every single Pokemon is in Pokemon Champions. There are some Pokemon that just weren't added, and they'll probably be added over time. And one of them is this shiny we just found, a shiny Kricketune, which it kind of sucks. It's like bittersweet. It's a shiny, so it's cool. Is it just run away? Do I need to? I mean, I saved, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I just did. Okay, I will obviously catch it. I'm not gonna just let it run away. But it is not going to count towards our 2 shinies that we have so far for the challenge, which kind of sucks. Or 1 shiny would be 2 for the challenge, which is okay. It's fine. Yeah, so I don't know in the future if I would just do Twitch streams, just YouTube streams. I don't really know. Like, I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes. Well, not boomer. I'm a bit of an idiot. That's a better word. When it comes to how multis work. Like, I couldn't get alerts set up at all. So that there are no alerts. If you give me £1 million, I'll see it and I'll probably scream or some. Well, I definitely will scream if someone gives me £1 million. But like, there's in a little box. I don't think it would actually come up on stream. I actually don't know. It might do. I genuinely have no idea what would happen if someone like follows or something. I don't know. But I thought in the end I'd just stream rather than spend like half an hour trying to figure it out. Couldn't. I gave up. I think it's because I've never used OBS for streaming. I've always used Streamlabs. Oh my god, Solus! Oh my god, how's it going? It's going really good. It's going great. Yeah, it's going good. I'm playing some Pokemon. I'm back to my very occasional streaming. No promise of any sort of. Roserade is in the game. Okay, so Roserade is something we can get. Don't know if I want a Roserade, to be honest. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, it's going good. I just finished university, which is very exciting. I'm kind of just in between you know the job phase and the end of education phase. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not gonna be like a proper daily streaming thing like streaming like I used to be. It's definitely gonna be more occasional. I'm starting a job on Thursday, so you know, I've got 2 days of at the most being able to stream every day. So I don't expect like any 12-hour streams like I used to anytime soon. But yeah, I've been making occasional videos on my YouTube. So here's the thing, I got really lucky. I set out quite a few applications, but I haven't even graduated yet. Like the first interview I went to, I got it. I got it instantly, which I got very lucky with. The last like 3 weeks of my life have been ridiculous in terms of how lucky I've been. So first of all, I was just to give it a rundown of how everything works with kind of university at English schools. Is first of all, it's graded as a first, a second, a 2-2, a third, and then a pass or a fail. I think, oh no, third is the pass and then a fail. So that's the, and I was very much averaging like a 2-1, like probably like a middling 2-1 the whole time. Nothing crazy, like respectable, like kind of a B student. That's kind of, you know, right? And I found out that I got a first overall. Somehow I managed to average a first by, I think my final project did really well. I averaged it, like averaged up to first. So like, wow, that's crazy, right? Awesome. A few days later, I find out I've got this job interview I did. I did 2 interviews. The second one was like the CEO of the company, which is kind of crazy. It's not a big company, so I'm not going to say the name of it because it's pretty local. I think if you guys have been in my stream for a long time, you know where I live anyways. I leaked it a bunch of times, but yeah, like that was kind of what happened. I got the job literally 3 days after I got a first, like very soon after. And then soon after then, yesterday I found out that I've got an award for my project, which is yeah, everything's kind of like in the span of like a week, maybe a week and a half. It's kind of gone crazy, but yeah, how I hope you're enjoying your summer. I've been trying to get the most of it. Yeah, I'm. Was Spirit? Is Spiritomb? I actually have no. I don't think Spiritomb. No, it's not in the game. That's okay. Where's my chat? Oh yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I really hope that this Cricketor isn't like the only shiny I find in the next 10 hours. I hope there's actually going to be like something relatively soon. That would be nice. Yeah, it's awesome to see you. So it's the Spirit, obviously both of you. Not match up. No, there will not be. I will kill it. No Economize in the game. Like I'm sure there isn't. I'll double check. Nope, no Carnivine. Alright, cool. Thank God. I don't want to show any Carnivine. I think I don't know what I want as my next shiny in this challenge. I really don't know. I mean, their support Pokemon would be nice to have one. Pachyseno isn't in the game, which is actually, well, it's not a good Pokemon, but it has won a World Championship for Pachirisu, so it's not like, it's usable. It's not good, but it's usable. At the very least. What else have we got? Psyduck, that's not in the game, and it's ended. Alright. I'll do something soon. I mean, I know I got the Cricketot, but like, that doesn't count, does it? That doesn't really count. Cricketot. What, like, I feel like that's so unlucky. I feel like I've checked so many more hordes of Pokemon that would help for me. I don't think Mantine's in the game. Mantine, like, Mantine's not great. I mean, yeah, they're kind of what I want from. I explained a few times, but I'll kind of reiterate because it's maybe not the most obvious by. But yeah, I'm kind of just hunting randomly, and whatever I find, I'll get. Mantine is fine in the fact it's very bulky and it is immune to water and ground, which is quite nice. When I meet, say, support Pokemon, I mean Pokemon with like this specific moves that kind of can really help in battling. Kind of, I thought that was shiny. Like this rock was a shiny because it was like, sparkling. What's my Pokeballs again? I ran to Pokeballs a time ago. Yeah, there's certain moves that kind of help a lot with battling. So the move Fake Out and the move Follow Me or Rage Powder. What Fake Out does is it will just stun a Pokemon for the first turn. So in a double battle, it's really useful because it kind of minimizes like the amount of things that can happen. Obviously, it's hard to cover two Pokemon attacking you. So if you can for one turn, make it so only one of them attacks, that's very useful, right? And the others follow me, which means the enemy Pokemon have to both attack one of your Pokemon, the one that used to follow me. So if you have a really, really bulky Pokemon follow me next to a really frail guy that's really strong, you can have the bulky one use follow me. The frail one kind of just sits there, does a bunch of damage, doesn't get hit. That's kind of the general idea. I mean, there's a bit more nuance than that in occasion, but those are two things that I'd like to have at least one of them on my team, if not both, to kind of build some sort of plan around. But I'll get what I'm given. I mean, I got him a champ. I wouldn't say I'm the #1 Machamp fan in the world necessarily, but I get what I'm given. I'll make it work if I have to. I'll do something. Straptor's the one that would be actually good. I'd be very happy with Straptor. Yeah, I was naive enough to say, is that done, is it? No, my thing just saturated. It kind of browned to me for a second. Yesterday, that's fair. Not really, but kind of fair in a way, in some way. No, I like Machamp as a Pokemon. I just don't like it to battle with because it doesn't really do anything. Okay, fair enough. He is. You know what? Fair enough. I can't blame you there. But is the music too loud, by the way? Is the music sound volume okay? I'm very, like, not used to things sounding, you know, making sure the volumes are good and knowing, yeah, if stuff does sound bad or it's, like, janky, just let me know, because I don't know. As I said, there's no alerts, which is kind of a small issue, but it's alright. Do. I do remember playing this game on stream. That like, I think that and the loads that I did during the subathon was like, that's some of my best memories of streaming. I think it was so fun. I remember I had a rose named Spruce, actually. I do remember that. Back in the good old days. Alright, anything? Oh my god, yeah. So just Badger, to kind of give the context. So yeah, I did a Nuzlocke and I named everyone, people in my chat, after the names of them. So I had Spruce the Roserade, I had Brits the Infernate, I had, honestly, those are the two most memorable names. I had obviously other good Pokemon, but yeah, and I lost the Nuzlocke and it was very sad. I was so upset. I lost it in such a dumb way. In hindsight, what I did was so stupid. So the reason I lost was because I had a level cap, which means that if you level up above a certain level, you can't use that Pokemon anymore. And I just didn't realize, like, my Pokemon got just above the level cap, like literally a speck. And I should have just allowed it and been like, oh, it's fine. I don't think anyone would have cared. And it would have allowed more content. But instead I just was like, no, I won't use these anymore because they're not allowed. So I made a whole new team, which wasn't a very good team of Pokemon. And tried to beat the gym with that. And I couldn't because it was not a very good team. And I lost. And like in hindsight, that was so dumb. Like I should have just used the slightly low Pokemon. I don't think anyone would have cared. I could have done like a forfeit to kind of counteract it. Like I think people would have been fine with it. But I was so like locked in on the rules of, oh, I must do this. Yeah, I don't know. It was very silly of me, and in hindsight, obviously, but I do remember that. That was fun. That Nuzlocke was so fun, and just the playthrough I did of this game wasn't just a general playthrough I did. That was also, someone made fan art of my team, of that, which was so cool. Because I was like a kid, I always like wanted fan art of me with my Pokemon. I don't know why, because I watched, you know, streamers or YouTubers who got fan art of them and their Pokemon. So that was so cool, and I remember getting some of that. That was awesome. And I actually got, like, thinking about it now, so much fan art, considering I was like, you know, a very small streamer, right? Like it was kind of crazy the viewer to fan art ratio I received. It was definitely a lot higher than other communities for sure, which was really cool. Like it was awesome. I still look at my fan art quite a bit, to be honest. Like it's really awesome. I've got it all saved. Yeah, I will show. I think I've shown you most of it before, but like I can show you it. Bum 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 bum. I think you type exclamation Discord. I don't know if it will still work, but that will link you to my Discord. It genuinely, like it's crazy. I remember as well. I obviously haven't really said this because, but I want to like give I'd have to show up, but this is the thing. Is if anyone remembers Soam, someone who watched my stream, they. So it was a year after I finished uni. Oh, sorry, stopped streaming, went to uni. On my birthday, they sent me fan art. Like I hadn't streamed for like a year, and they still sent me fan art, which was like crazy. They made more fan art of me. I think they put it in the chat, like the chat as well when they did it. Yeah, there's a link to my Discord. Yeah, like I haven't like done all the proper setup and everything. Ow. But yeah, like that was very cool. Yeah, I still look at all those fan arts a lot and everything. It's a very like special thing. It is. It's very cool. Yeah, so I'd love to come back. Like as I kind of said, I think my dream scenario would be that I kind of have a semi-active Twitch chat and YouTube. Yeah, the actual W mods. I wonder if the watch time command works. I doubt it. Baji, you would be surprised. I wouldn't say appalled, but yeah, they have a lot of hours in my chat. They're like the most diligent mods I've ever asked for, really. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. I think my sister hit 1,000 hours. I think. But yeah, I don't think any of the bots are working because I don't know why they just after a while they just break and you have to kind of reset them, and I haven't. Yeah, everyone was kind of race. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, sub Brits, hello! Oh my god, your badge. Oh wow, the aura. Holy, I felt from a mile away. We are not the only 6 matchups. Like we found another shiny Brits, and it wasn't. It was a cricketune. It was like a little small bug. Can't use it, by the way. Not a Pokemon that can be used, so completely useless. You'll be happy to know. Then we found one, so you know that's something. Let me get a bunch of these. 6 matchups. Use that? No, I cannot use it. No. It's yeah. Oh, if Brits links 50k bits, I would like. I don't know what I do, but there isn't even. You wouldn't like. No one would even know. I don't have a let set up, so it might be a slight waste of money. I also I also don't think I stream. I don't think, regardless of how much I streamed, deserve 50k bits. I definitely don't deserve 50k bits if I probably won't stream for a while after tomorrow. Or maybe if I do one tomorrow, then it might be a while after then. I'll be very busy for a while. I've got starting work and also my graduation. It's going to be very busy. 5% off. You know. One Pokemon team. Can I beat the game with 6 Machops? Alright, April 2027. Mark it in the calendars. If I'm like still somewhat streaming, etc., or doing stuff, I will do some sort of video or stream where I go through a game with 6 matchups. I'll get them. I won't use them. I mean, I've probably caught 6 matchups in my time. What's here? What's the? Oh, is Gudra in the game? I actually don't know if Gudra's in the Gudra. It is. Oh, Gudra would be kind of bad, but I mean, cool. It's not a good Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, I'm kind of scared the team's going to be so bad that I just can't win. That's why I'm doing 2 from each game, because generally I feel like the later games will have better Pokemon in them than this game. And we can maybe have a bit more agency of what we're going to shiny hunt for in Scarlet Violet, because almost every Pokemon you can find, rather than this game is, you know, a lot less. I still can't believe we got matchups back to back, and then nothing for like 3 hours, and then a Cricketune. A fucking Cricketune. I should change the title, because this isn't like, I don't know what to call the title of the stream, but that isn't what I'm doing. Like right now, I'm getting the shinies for my team rather than. I think it's fine, but I probably should. The title is a little bit misleading. That'll be the title I use when I actually do the battling, which isn't yet. Where's the outbreak? That's fine. I'll go to the next one. Next. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I copy pasted it because I did a YouTube stream. I just copy pasted it into my other one. into Twitch, but like it couldn't be as long, so I had to cut up some bits off. Yeah, it is like a. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I kind of did brush over that. So, um, a kind of self-imposed rule to just kind of keep things fresh is that for this challenge, so I'll reiterate that I'm getting 6 shiny Pokemon that I'm going to use to try and get to the highest rank in the game. To kind of keep things fresh, I'm going to be doing 2 from each of the last main 3 games. So 2 from this game, 2 from Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and then 2 from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Legends ZA, sorry. This is Legends Arceus here. Just so it's not the same game each time. Also, this game is definitely the most random and shiny Pokemon, and ZA is the most controlled. So we're kind of starting with the most random, and then it will give us a little bit of an idea of what we can maybe end up with. You know, maybe give us a tiny bit of help. There still won't be much choice in what we get, to be honest. I think the most would be like the type. You can kind of probably choose some sort of type. But yeah, it's going to be hard to choose specifically what we find. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. This is definitely the worst odds, this game, out of the 3 by a landslide. And on top of that, yeah, we have the least idea of what we're going to get. It's completely random. I'm just going through outbreaks by one, like, you know, outbreak to outbreak. If the Pokemon's in the game, I'll get it. If not, I'll move on. That's the kind of the entire idea right now. And I'll kind of reiterate how things work when we move to the next game, which I'm hoping is going to be soon. I mean, I've streamed a total of 4 hours of this. I found 3 shinies, 2 of them I can't use. Like, on average, it's probably about a shiny an hour. Maybe like probably about a shiny an hour. But like the majority of the shinies I'm seeing, I can use. That's the bit that's frustrating. Is the 80% of the Pokemon I'm seeing, 80% of the Pokemon I'm seeing, I can use, right? So to find 2 Pokemon shinies that I can't use is kind of... Odina? I think... Yeah, I do think Odina's in the game. Oh, that's something I want to mention, actually. This kind of... Yeah. So, my girlfriend, she was playing Pokemon Black earlier. Like, our first playthrough of Pokemon, I'm making her play through it because, you know... I'm going to make her play Pokemon, obviously. And she was just grinding in the grass because she wanted to have her team be higher level because... In classic Pokemon fashion, her starter's over-leveled, rest is a bit under-leveled, as you do in Pokemon, first playthrough especially. No, you know, it's like a rite of passage, really, having your over-leveled starter. So she was grinding in the grass, full odds, 1 in 8,000 chance, right, Pokemon Black, an old game. And she finds a shiny Ordino, 1 in 8,000 chance to find it. And she just found one. And... So she's got a shiny now. I mean, I generally think there's people in this chat who play Pokemon, like multiple Pokemon games, probably haven't found a shiny randomly. She's found one in like a hard game to get a shiny in, which is like, yeah, very cool, very cool. Like my sister, for example, she's like does shiny hunting in, played through dozens of games. She's only ever found one shiny randomly, so like not while hunting for it, only once, I believe. And Badger's found one in her first ever playthrough of Pokemon ever, and not even she's 4 gyms in. She's not even halfway through the game really, because I'd argue like 6 gyms is like the halfway point. So maybe a third of the way through, and she's found a shiny. It's kind of crazy. These guys being really annoying to catch, by the way. They're like very like. I do hate how you get ganged up in this game, like very much so. They just kind of. Please don't kill me. I'm flying away. Oh god. Alright, let me do this like a bit more methodically. Get it? Oh, I'm so funny. I bet you guys miss my charm. Oh my god. I mean, are you stupid? This game is so bad. I just got fucking sniped out the air. Well, guess we're not getting Frank Wet Sock the shiny Gengar. That sucks. I will ban you, just to let you know, in case you're wondering. Alright. It's not finished, I'll go back to it. How was the... please tell me how that's the kid. Or are you saying like the character's a kid? Because that's me. I am the kid in that scenario. I feel like killing a kid and killing yourself if you're a kid are very different things. It doesn't make you a child murderer necessarily. And let me lock in. Catch them. Yeah, but that's me. Like if I hit myself, I wouldn't say I'm an abuser. I would say I'm an idiot. You know? Okay, that's fair. All right. Yeah, there definitely are kids, but like I am said kid in this scenario because I'm controlling. Is Drapion? I don't think Drapion is. Let me just check this. No, he's not. Okay. Cool. Just making sure. But I have interest. How many channel points does everyone have right now? That's something I want to know. What's everyone's channel point counts at? Because I know that people are very rich in this chat. There are some very, very wealthy people. 550. Okay, you're not in the bourgeois. You're not in the methodic bourgeoisie of the ultra rich. I know like Levy had a lot. 34. Okay. I feel like you probably spent a lot of those, Bruce, right? I feel like that's on the low end of. That's still a lot though, actually. 30k is still a lot. I know Levy was on like 200k. Well, hey, listen, I don't make the rules. VIP costs money. It costs 30k channel points or 50k. Yeah. So I think it was Levy. Like, so maybe it was Brits as well. Like, so a lot of people would spend them, but like some people like Levy would like save every one they had, and not spend any, so they would just slowly accumulate. Oh wait, we actually could do some gambling. I'd be down for some. We could do a. Well, okay, hang on. From this second, will I find a shiny? In the next 25 minutes, so at past. I'm down to do it. Like it's about 25. I'm down to do gambling for that. I don't know how to set it up though. I can do it in a second, unless a mod wants to do it for me. I can do it after this outbreak, if not. Oh, yeah, okay. If you can, then that'd be great. But I'd say the 20 minutes is 25 is fine. What if I see shiny matchups? That's like a 1 in a billion odds. I just want to move out of this game. Like, Legends Arceus is awesome. I love this game. I want to go into a different game. I want to go into Violet because it's genuinely going to be so much quicker for a shiny in that game than this game. But I changed the audio a bit. Is it still okay? I made it like quieter on my end and louder in the kind of interface. Is it okay? Yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Also, I don't think I've told you guys. I think I've told some people in passing. The Methodic Live Minecraft account, very infamous, you know. Used it for many years. I lost the account. The account is gone. It's gone. Methodic Live is gone. I will never be able to play on that account again. My Microsoft account got hacked. My childhood Method Plays Microsoft account gone, and everything in it just gone. My Minecraft account. So I've got a new Minecraft account now. Very sadly. Everyone bet every penny you have on yes or no. I can't bet. I have infinite points. I was hoping I could like just bet. You're a noob. You're a bit of a noob. It's okay. Yeah. My bridge rank, my bridge wins. Not that I really care, but my skyblock. I had a skyblock year 1 cake, which is worth like 300 million in that game. I don't play skyblock, but you know, if I ever wanted to, I had a nice kickstart of money. Yeah, that's gone. Like I got hacked. Like there was a Google breach. I think it was it was Microsoft. It's the same. My Discord got hacked. That same, which something you might have seen, where I kind of spammed everyone's emails. So I forgot you were like go to the bridge actually. I actually forgot. Yeah, you were actually kind of the go. We were. You'd hate to see the duos Solus and Method run up in bridge. You'd hate to be some poor guy trying to like get away if you see that as the duos. So I played and like I'm not as good as I used to be, and everyone's also better, so I couldn't even farm noobs anymore. But yeah, so like there was a big data breach, and like yeah, I guess I had the same rule for my Discord and my Twitch evidently. So one got leaked, and a few weeks later the other one got yoinked as well. And I gave like so much proof that I was the owner of the account. Like I had bill statements, receipts from like years and years ago. And they literally were like, yeah, we can confirm it's you, but we can't do anything because the factor authentication's changed. Like, it doesn't matter if we prove it's you because, you know, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's, yeah, so it just did suck. But also, I'm assuming Bombsto's in the game. It never has to be, it's a mega, yeah. Please don't be a shiny here, because I can't catch it. I ran out of space in my box. Yeah. I played some bridge. They did, yeah, brand new account. It is kind of sad. I mean, my rank's gone. I mean, I'm over it now. I was actually kind of sad at the time, because, like, I've had that account since 2012. That's when I made that. That's when I got that account. Like, it says it on the account. But I'm not against. I could say that I'm I'm not necessarily Minecraft isn't like what I want to stream. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think what I used to stream Minecraft, I don't want to do anymore. I would be very down. I think now instead of doing like just a stream for the sake of it, like a 3 hours was Bed Wars, I want to do something that kind of. I mean the occasional one's fine. Like Bed Wars, whatever's fine. It's kind of nostalgia, etc. But like some sort of like challenge or like playthrough, like not 100 days videos like you see them on YouTube, but like that sort of style, like Cobblemon, like I don't know, getting your Pokemon and Cobblemon, like that, something like that, like a playthrough that I could do like that sort of style. I'm really sad by the way. I've lost my hardcore world I used to stream, which really sucks. I wish I could still see that. I would actually pay a lot of money to have that world. Yeah, like I said I kind of like more so right now. I want to just do things that I like. If I just think it's fun, I'm gonna do it. I don't care too much about the growth of my channel, and I think I've actually like videos I have made. Like the fact that I have videos with over 1,000 views is crazy to me. Like that's very exciting. But obviously that's that's gonna stay. Like not getting all videos to do that. But like I definitely want to prioritize it being fun first and it doing well second. So if it turns out that I find an idea that's kind of fun, that's in Minecraft, probably Pokemon related, I kind of think I want to stay in that genre for now. Not necessarily forever, but at least for the time being. Then yeah, I will. That's kind of what I'll make a video on it. I just don't necessarily have that specific thing I want to do right now. But that's not to say in the future, even after this like kind of thing I'm doing, I've got a few videos I'm working on like offline as well that I'll just kind of do when I have time, which right now isn't much time at all. But yeah, like I kind of just want to work on videos, want to get them done and get them done. That's kind of my vibe for the time being. If like a video does really well and I have a genuine opportunity, I will take it. Like I'm not. My like kind of kid dream is to still be it. Oh, another shiny. Oh, it's what we can use. It's one we can use. It's a Roselia. Okay. Let me save. We can actually use. Okay. And funnily enough, it's I always call Roselia Spruce. Even since I stopped streaming, I always call Roselia Spruce because I always like it's a good fitting name in my opinion for Roselia, and also, so I will call it Spruce. Out of homage to all the Roselias in my past playthroughs when I streamed that were called Spruce. They were also both shiny, I think, in both games. If it's gonna catch, that's the. I mean, I saved, so I mean, it's like I can't fail it, but if I can catch it, and we can finally go out of this game, we can go to a new game. Can it catch? Hello? It's like really doesn't want to be caught. Let me use like the super good balls, the Gigaton balls. Where are they? I don't have any. Okay, well, that's awkward. Let me just Ultra Ball again. Yeah, hang on. Whoa, hang on. Boom. Yep, I knew what I called it. Nice. Okay. We're done. And before the prediction, hey, if you bet that I would, you're a rich person. That was 5 minutes after prediction, like 10 minutes after prediction. Wait, how do I settle prediction? I actually don't know. Can I? Is it like slash predict? Oh, you got it. Nice. Epic. Alright. So, Legends Arc is done. I'm gonna... Oh, that's fine. If people come in, we'll tell them what we've got. I won't. I was going to set up a command to say what I have so far. It's fine. We can let them know. Okay, we can tell them. So on to the next game. And this game's going to be slightly more targeted. Still not super targeted. That's kind of the idea. So it's going to be Pokemon Violet. And how this game works with shiny hunting is, let me double check I save before I take the game out. You can use things called sandwiches, which sounds weird, but let me explain how sandwiches work. Is by making certain sandwiches with certain ingredients, you increase the likelihood by a lot of certain Pokemon to spawn, and also the chance that they're shiny. And like what I mean that is like when I say that there's a chance they're shiny, is I recorded a 10-minute clip from my video I was making where I used the shiny sandwich, and I found a shiny in that time. It's that level of quick, right? It's very good. Now, so because of the types, we can target a type we can hunt for, but not the Pokemon. I'm gonna still kind of stick true to the challenge, just run around the map, and we're just gonna kind of have a good old time. I need to decide what type we want to do though. So right now I have a fighting type and a grass poison type. I think trying to go for a grass, water, fire core. No, just I don't have Scarlet. Well, I technically do, but no, I'm just going to be using. It's like the same. The Pokemon spawning are almost all the same. So there's nothing I'm going to really miss out on that I'm going to care about. Let me turn off the in-game music first. There we go. Okay, so I have to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to go for fire. And I'm going to run around the area that Incineroar spawns, I think. Because the thing is with Incineroar is that it's very rare that it spawns. It's not a common spawn at all. So even with this sandwich, it's still going to be quite rare. I don't know. I'm trying to decide like what type do we want to do. I mean, if anyone wants to type a lot, I'll do that type. Ideally, not fighting, grass, or poison because we have those types already. I think a fire type is probably solid. Yeah, you know, let's do fire. Let me look up the recipe for a fire type sandwich. Shiny sandwiches. Tomato, onion. Ghost and fire. Well, I can't do turn. To be fair, I could find a Litwick. And I would be happy with that because that means I have a Mega. I just really hope I have some sort of like some Pokemon that can have some support moves because And then I don't know what Rosary does. I really don't know. Hey, what's up, So? What's up? What's up? How's it going? We actually mentioned you a little bit ago because I was talking about fan art, and your name came up. But how's it going? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You see, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Right. Let's make. You're about to see a really lovely sandwich, by the way. Like you might be a bit jealous that you can't have the sandwich yourself, but you know, I'm sorry. I don't cook for just anyone. And then we want. Oh, my music centered. All right, pretend there's some really cool music on right now. I'll get it in a second. Let me do this sandwich first. Oh God, look at it. Wow. Oh fuck. That I don't think it's gonna work anymore. I'm gonna try it. I think because I knocked off all the onions, it's not gonna work. God's sake, I'm such a chud. It's all right. What's it looking like? That'd be awesome. Listen, it's good, but it's not gonna work because I knocked off all the onions. I think. Is it poison? No, That's one of the types I don't want because we have a poison type. I don't know what the hell does Roserade do? Let me have a look. Like, does Roserade get like anything that's useful? I have no idea. I'm making the same sandwich again, by the way. It's not changing at all. I'm making the exact same sandwich that I just did. What does Roserade do though? Roserade. Let me check Ecolytics. That has like the stats of all the best movesets of Pokemon. It's fun to say as well for this challenge. It's double battles, so that does make some Pokemon better and some worse. If you're not, don't know a lot about Pokemon battling, then you don't need to worry. But that's if you do, then yeah, it is VGC double battles, which is is definitely harder for me. I'm a lot less experienced in double battles. Not maybe so much now. Definitely overall, but in recent times maybe not so much. Thanks so much, Sam. Okay, I hope enjoy whatever you're eating. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Alright, let's do tomatoes at the bottom for the base because they're quite flat. Burger at the side, and then we'll kind of like litter these around. Wait, I'm actually looking in. Hang on. Take notes. Okay. Green peppers. Now just the onions. Onion here. Onion here. Onion here. And then no bread on the top. Always do breadless. Classic. Alright. Anyone hungry? Because I've looked at that. I'm a bit peckish, I can't lie. I just had some really nice pasta for dinner. I'm so excited to, no offense, end stream to eat my pasta. I mean, I don't want to end stream yet, but I'm very excited to end stream to go eat some pasta. And I'm also going to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners with my girlfriend, which is going to be awesome. I'm excited for that as well. It's going to be a good evening. I'm going to look at Roserade. Yeah, okay. I'm one person has ever used it. Right. Fire, so you see Sparkling Power Fire, Encounter Power Fire. There's about to be a lot of fire types. I'm just going to kind of run around. Let me see roughly where Litten spawns. Litten spawn Violet. I'm not cheating. I just want to know, theoretically, where does it spawn? It spawns in... I'm just going to run around the map. I'm not going to look for anything specific. Hopefully that, like... This is a game, by the way, where you do not hear the shiny spawn at all. You just... They make no noise. What are these? They just spawn. So... yeah. Gotta keep our eyes peeled if we find one. it is kind of difficult in a sense. Like, you know, I thought I just saw something down there. I might be tweaking. I swear I just saw something down there. Is that not? What's this? Oh, it's a Scraggy. Tepig, like a shiny Tepig's yellow, and I saw the yellow, and I really thought for a second. There's a lot of Tepigs here. I don't want to. I mean, I'm not going to stay in one area for too long because I don't want to target a specific Pokemon. I just kind of want to run around randomly, and then whatever we find, we find. Like, but there's a very good chance I just missed the Pokemon. Like, it is easy to just not find it. But you can see already, like every time we see a Pokemon, this is like a 1 in 500 chance of a shiny. We're gonna reach those odds very quickly. Sorry, every fire Pokemon we see. So not quite every Pokemon, but most Pokemon. Yeah, you're gonna reach those odds very, very quickly. So as long as we're not like unlucky, we should find one. It shouldn't be long. Like I genuinely believe, with a bit of luck, we could finish off the shiny hunting segment of this challenge by the end of the stream. Maybe that would be a bit. At least the Scarlet, the Violet part. I'm just gonna subtly head over to where Litten spawns. Oh, this is spawned to this area, so I'm not really sure where to go. I'll just kind of go in the around. If we don't find anything in the half an hour, we'll just reset and try again. That's the idea. Oh, there's a Litten. Okay. There's a lot of Littens. Navy shiny? No? Okay. Would be nice. Would be nice. The reason I'm doing fire than water is because fire, water, grass is quite like a well-known combination of Pokemon. It's a good trio. Having a fire, water, and grass type is just... It works well. They kind of complement each other well, right? So that's kind of what I'm loosely going for. I mean, there's a good chance I find something that isn't that. Like, you can see the amount of Pokemon around that aren't any of those types. But I do need to kind of pay at least a bit of attention. Yeah, it's a bit less brain dead, just because you have to kind of look at what the Pokemon are. That ways it's easier, because you're just walking around, you're not really killing Pokemon, having to catch them. It's literally just this, just running around, checking the Pokemon, moving on. With very good odds, but you do have to kind of, you know, shiny Golurk. That I actually would be down for a Golurk. Also, hello Noah. How are you? How are you? We finally got our shinies in Legends Arceus. Big news! It's a Roserade. Roserade and Machamp. Gonna be a. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling like the most confident I've ever felt for a team. It doesn't even let Rage Powder. I was hoping that because it's a grass type, I might get Rage Powder. It doesn't even get Sleep Powder. I think like this, like the set is like Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Protect, Leech Seed. It's gonna be tough. I think Machamp is better than Roserade, just because of No Guard, Dynamic Punch. But I'm doing fire types with the small hope that I get a Litten. I would be down for a Tepig as well. I don't know if it's good, but you know, it's whatever. Just whatever shows up. To be fair, there are Charmanders around. I kind of forgot about that. Maybe I should go try and look where Charmander is. Where's like the rest of the map? I'm in like the same bit right now. How do I get out of this area? It's treating me well. It's treating me well. I don't know. I did put it on Discord. But yeah, I got an award for my dissertation, which is like kind of crazy, kind of very crazy. And I'm starting my job on Thursday, so it is. Everything is going up, Ed. Ed stocks are all-time high right now. I don't know how the hell I got the best dissertation in my uni computer science. That's like a very surreal statement, but pretty friggin' epic, I must say. It's pretty friggin' epic. So any fire type, there might be a fire type. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a bit of a robbery. Like, I don't know how, like... I don't know. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. Yeah, I can't use Magbar or Magby, so I kind of want to steer away from there. I don't know what I don't even know if fire types around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep kind of going around randomly. There are two other like areas I can go around. This is just, I'll show you the map. Like this is one area, but there's also these two maps. So I mean, I'll probably alternate. This, I will say, this one has the best Pokemon for this challenge. So that's why I kind of want to stick around here for now. But I mean, I will swap around if there's nothing. Maybe after if the sandwich is done, there's nothing. I'll go to a new one and try my luck there with a different sandwich, something like that. There's no fire types around at all. There's none here whatsoever. It's so I don't know exactly because it's start of work might change, but they said 11 to 9, so it's 10-hour days, which is very rough. But you know, it doesn't mean it's gonna stay like that necessarily, and that might be a worst case scenario. That's what they've kind of geared me up for though. So yeah, that's like the one thing I'm a bit skeptical about for my work. That and I work weekends, which I think I can make work. I think the main thing I'm a bit skeptical about is the 10-hour work days is quite rough. You know, going from not working at all, kind of just Charmander, any shinies? You know, just doing. So yeah, I can kind of give a bit. I don't want to say like the company because it's quite local. Just you know, I mean, it doesn't really. I think I've leaked right there a bunch of times on stream, but it's a transport planner for a like a truck company. So what they do is they like deliver these truck company delivers produce, mainly like things need to be refrigerated like fruit or vegetables. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll be very down for that. All right, epic. Yeah, because I'm worried I'm just like gonna become a complete like not speak to anyone again with my hours. Yeah. Because it isn't, they aren't the most sociable at all. But yeah, so it's basically this company's got the trucks that are going from, you know, across the whole country, got to deliver dozens of different loads of fruit and vegetable or usually perishable goods. And then I'm gonna be in charge of planning their route, which kind of sounds like not super difficult. But I think a lot of it is one, communicating with all the drivers to ensure like, you know, they're okay. They have like an hours that they legally have to work, and you know, amount that they can't work more than that, so they couldn't work like a 16 hours. There's no like you have to get there exactly on time. They're saying even like 5 minutes late, they won't let you in. The companies that are accepting the goods, stuff like that. So there's like a lot of factors. But I mean, it sounds interesting, right? Like, and I think obviously at the start they don't expect me to do all this by myself. I'm starting off as an assistant for someone else, and then I will become my own, like the main person with an assistant of my own after a while. So it's exciting. I mean, it is scary, of course. Like, I think more than I think the main thing is the hours is that I'm a bit worried about. Well, not worried, but more like I don't know. It makes it like a bit more bittersweet than it would just be from like, oh, I found a job, epic. But I do think as well. They said that during winter, the hours won't be as long. So that's nice. Summer's the longest time. I think they generally have more things they're delivering. And then so yeah, you know, how the job hours like is what they said initially was it's 11 until you finish. Yeah, true. You're right. I'll be rich, so I can spend it all on going to the pub. But yeah, they initially advertised it as kind of 11 start to when you finish. So when I'm the main transport planner guy, not the assistant, it will definitely be like I don't think the hours are going to be as long as that. I think the hours are going to be longer when I'm the assistant because I don't really decide how quick things are going. You know, I'm gonna like right now I'm gonna be the assistant just to like clarify. So I'm gonna be getting. I think it sounds like a lot of the information for the transport planner to plan out rather than doing it myself. I'll obviously be trained alongside doing the actual planning, but a lot of my job's gonna be more like talking to the people, the workers, saying, do these hours work for you? Does it work for you? Is your truck like able to go this distance? Is there any like if he pops a tire, stuff like that, like talking to the drivers. And then once after a while, hopefully I'll become the guy who kind of sorts everything out, and I'll have an assistant who gets the information for me. That's kind of the general pipeline, and that does come with a raise, which is nice. They've said at the advertised amount, I'm starting at the lower end of the advertised amount, and then it'll have a pretty nice pay bump once. Oh, minimum wage. That is. Sorry, that's not awesome. Yeah, like hopefully I'll get a pay bump once I become like the full planner guy. So it's very exciting, and the fact that I like found a job, like I'm so grateful because I have a few friends, who they both graduated very well. Below, yeah, minimum usually does apply the lowest, so like below minimum, yeah. Yeah. But I have two friends who have graduated very well from good university, and they didn't want to find a job because it's just hard to. So like I'm very grateful I found one so quickly. So like, yeah, overall it's a very very good. Like I'm very happy about it. Do 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 do. Now, how long's my shiny sandwich got? Oh, it's only been 13 minutes. I feel like it's been so much longer. I guess I am just like running around, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot. But I genuinely think I'm pretty close to odds right now, which is kind of crazy in this game. Like, think about the amount of shinies Pokemon I've walked past. At 500 is when I'm at odds to find one. I might switch up where I am going though. I don't want to stay in the same place. I don't want it to be like. I can't lie. I am kind of hoping for a Litten, but I'm not going to stay around there because I do want to stay true to the challenge and be more random. I mean, tapping would be kind of cool. I don't know if I want a Mega Ramble, but like I'll take one. It's better than me getting like a Pansear. Go to Litwick Place. I'll kind of drive in that general direction. Yeah, I guess I didn't just want to be in an area where there was no fire type because that obviously it's just a waste of time. I mean, I can still find shinies that aren't a fire type. It's just it's a 1 in 1300. It's a lot lower chance. So I kind of felt like I was wasting my time. Fennekin, that's a Pokemon as well. I'd be very happy to find shiny. If one wants to show up. I kind of just drive through here, I think. I do wish there was some sort of sound so I didn't have to check every single Pokemon. It is like... I say a bit, it's very annoying to check every single Pokemon to see if they're shiny, but... Anyhow, whatever. I'm actually... Another thing with, which, like... This is a long way away. But I really want to... I think it's motivating me genuinely of wanting to, like, have at least... Not consistent, but at least the occasional Pokemon upload or stream, etc. Staying in, like, tune with content and Pokemon. It's because when the new game comes out, it's like an arms race for content. I think I genuinely have a lot of good ideas in content. Like, I may be not the best at editing or the best at streaming. Like, I think I'm decent at talking for long periods of time. But I have a lot of good ideas. They've just been done a million times. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Item Hunt, that mod pack I did, that I made a long time ago when I did Minecraft. I actually think that's like a pretty cool idea for like a challenge, and no one's really done something similar to that, like quite like that since. I have kind of ideas for Pokemon, but Pokemon's like not more saturated than Minecraft, but there's less things you can do because it's not a sandbox game, right? So I think when a new game comes out, I'm excited to like being able to like, I can make content that I just want to do rather than having to kind of not to compete with 10 guys with 1 million subs who have done it 8 times already. Like, you know, I think that's going to be very fun. And also, I just like playing Pokemon games. That honestly, that's probably the biggest thing. I just like playing new games when they come out. And seeing the goofy guys you can then playing Pokemon Showdown with them. There is not a fire type in view here. This is not a. I'll go back to the place. I just wanted to check if there was, you know, I wanted to kind of mix up where I was going because I felt like a Tepig or a Incineroar was in bounds, and I wanted to give some other ones a chance. I mean, these can still all be shiny. There is a sandwich that is like. Maybe I should do this. There's a sandwich that is just overall shiny chance rather than specific type. I don't remember how you get it, but maybe I should get that and use that instead. Rather than... I mean, I'll wait for the sandwich to run out first. But maybe I should use that so it's less targeted of... The issue is I'm pretty sure the currency you have to use to get that sandwich I don't have. And I don't know if it's boring to get it. I think it is kind of annoying to get. It's not like an easily obtainable currency. So that's why I turned music off. Like in game. Why is it still? Oh, because I restarted. My bad. I haven't noticed it's been on this whole time. My fault. My fault. Oh, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if anyone's typed my YouTube chat. If they have, I apologize. I haven't seen. I kind of. I mean, the fact that my YouTube stream wasn't on for like half of the time I was streaming, I didn't do a very good job of doing a proper co-stream. But I do definitely think I prefer streaming on Twitch. It's just nicer. I don't have the. So it's not like a glitch. It's there's a. I mean, it generally just different items or different ingredients will give different powers, right? And people have just found the optimal way to get like all the best powers at once. So you could probably make a nice looking sandwich that would give you sparkling power 3, but it probably wouldn't also give you encounter power, for example. And also title power is one that's kind of cool, which is sometimes you catch a Pokemon. I would get something like more like less odd music, like you know, like more like. There we go. No, I want like. What was it I want? I don't know. Like less. This is good. This is good. Yeah, the people have just found the optimal way to like get the shinies. It is, yeah. Like there are probably other combinations that would get that same result, but there's a spreadsheet that I have somewhere that I looked up online. That just shows you each combination. You do like 1 onion, 2 peppers, and a burger, and then you do a certain item depending on the type you want, and that's it every time. And then it will just give you those 3 things. So like you can do other ways. The lack of bread doesn't make a difference. But generally, like I just don't do it because the bread might knock something off when I'm putting it down. That's why I just threw it to the side. But it doesn't. It could be like laid out nicer. I just do it the way that's the least likely things are going to fall, which didn't go very well initially. You know, evidently. I'm gonna go run around the regular area for a bit because. Oh my God, Bum Dum! Hello. How's it going? Long time no see. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, yeah. I think after this, if I can, I'll get the shiny, the random shiny, the sandwich that gives you like any all types. Because that does make more sense for this challenge of what I'm doing. But for now, I'll just kind of run around, just continue running around randomly. There's a very good chance I've already found a shiny and missed it. I'll be honest. I maybe haven't been super locked in on like noticing the shiny. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna say title actually. Just uh, getting the shinies. Just to like, because I looked over my. It is like a very doesn't make much sense. The Hey Brits, did you sub? Why have you got a badge? Or does it just show that if you have like a long enough? I don't really know. It isn't. It isn't shiny. Yeah, so what I'm doing, just to oh, it's D-Bomb Dumb as you just joined in. I'm getting 6 Pokemon. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to. It's primary anyways. Oh, wait, did you like. But it doesn't. So I have an activity feed on the side of my screen. And it's supposed to show me anything that happens. I don't have notifications on. And it's not there. The only thing there is shiny within 25 minutes, question mark, the prediction. That's the only thing there. Nothing else is in there. I don't know why. Maybe I don't think to share it. Sorry, I interrupted myself. So this game I'm playing right now, isn't part of the challenge. So this challenge is I'm going to be getting 6 random shinies just when playing through my various games. I'm going to then take these 6 shinies into this Pokemon game called Pokemon Champions, which is a competitive Pokemon battling game. It's quite competitive, you know, all the best players play on that. So I'm going to be taking them to there. I'm going to try and get the highest rank in the game on there with these 6 random Pokemon. It's be very tricky. Like usually people use meta teams, teams that are kind of established and good. I'll be using 6 random Pokemon that probably aren't very good by themselves that I learn together. That's kind of the idea. So I've got 2 out of 6 right now. But this game itself is I've kind of completed this game. It's just getting the shinies on it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I don't know. I thought it was a fun thing to stream. It's like the chill shiny and then the battling afterwards. So yeah, I'm also doing as well. There's the kind of 3 most recent Pokemon games, which is the game we just finished on Legends Arceus. This game I'm playing Pokemon Violet, and then a game called Pokemon ZA. They're the 3 most recent games with the best shiny odds. So I'm getting 2 Pokemon from each of those games just to kind of spice it up, so I'm not in the same game for like the entire time. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. But yeah, thank you, Brits. Properly thank you for subbing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anyone in chat, I don't want to promise. If you use Twitch a lot, then you don't waste your sub. But obviously, it's very appreciated the sub. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, I could have done the past 6 games. The thing is, as well, with Pokemon Champions, is it doesn't allow every Pokemon to be battled in. So the further I go back with Pokemon games, the more likely that Pokemon isn't going to be in Pokemon Champions. So it's kind of like, it would be cool to do the last 6. It would take a lot longer because the older games are harder to get shinies in. And there's a very good chance that the shinies I get, I wouldn't be able to use anyways. So I think like this is like the mix of most Pokemon in these games I can use, while at the same time, good odds, and it's still like a mix of not just doing the same one over and over again. But this is going. I kind of been kind of unlucky so far. But hey ho, it's okay. I'll come back to this place with a listen because I'm not hunting for the Litten. I've just kind of done a lap everywhere. But if the Litten shines, then it shines. Really, that's fair. There's definitely a mix of views of it, and I feel like the criticism for it is deserved. I'm on the Switch 2. It does run a lot better on the Switch 2 than the Switch. But it's still, yeah, it definitely has its downsides for sure. Now, any shinies? Yeah, the one thing with this game is that you can't hear when a shiny spawns. It just pops up. So you kind of have to keep an eye out, which is kind of annoying because... And yeah, I'm trying to not find a specific Pokemon, so I'm kind of running around rather than staying in one area. So it's not the most efficient way to shiny hunt. Like, if you want a specific shiny, you shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. It's more that I don't want a specific shiny. I want it to be at least pseudo-random. I mean, there is, you know, some levels of controlledness, but I'm trying to minimize that as much as I can. How? Let me check. Is it this button? It's BP. So if I get BP, I can buy that sandwich, okay? Yeah, that's fair. Some people had an issue with that. Yeah, like, it kind of gives you very open of what you should do, of what you can do, sorry, and where you go, etc. But yeah, the levels are still very linear. I completely agree. The levels should have scaled with how far you were in the story. So, for example, no matter where you went, the first gym leader had a level 11 Pokemon, and then... But yeah, I do agree, because I think a lot of people did it not in the intended order. So you'd have some fights that were a lot harder than others, and then some fights that were a lot easier because, you know, you'd... Oh, Chimchar. Yeah, you'd already done the harder ones. So that's completely fair criticism, 100%. I think I did it all in order because I kind of... Yeah, like I think there were some sort of hints in the text of like, oh, you should go to this place next, but people don't really read that, and even if they do, like, they might just get distracted and sidetracked by exploring, and they wouldn't go there anyways. Yeah, of course, yeah. If you look it up, yeah, looking it up is, you know, I do kind of, I'm under the, not always, but I definitely am under, like, slightly the impression, if you ever look up something for a game, it is a flaw. Like, something like Terraria, like, I feel like Terraria, you miss 90% of its content if you look up nothing. Which I think is a flaw in the game. I think it's the only flaw, is that, and it's not like it's even a flaw, is that you can still play the game and have a great time without looking things up and just following what the guide says. But there's a lot you miss. There's a lot of content you miss, like most of the game, if you have no sort of guide or wiki or anything. So I think that is that, you know, I think there should be more place to point players and where to go in the game. Even if NPCs saying more things about what to do or bosses, etc. Alright, Spooks, alright, thank you so much for so long, I appreciate it. Enjoy hanging out with your friends, I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much, thank you. Any of these shiny? So many Pokemon here. Like, again, like, this is 1 in 512. You'd think the amount I'm seeing, I'm hitting the odds kind of soon, but somehow not. I also don't really want these as shinies, to be honest. Like, it'd be another fighting type. It's not like the end of the world. Like, I wouldn't be upset, but it's not like the ideal Pokemon that I want. I am really worried I've missed so many shinies because it's definitely a bit tricky. Yeah, go for it. I don't know if you have the DLC for Sword and Shield, because I do think the DLC does add quite a bit to Shield. But like, yeah, I actually quite enjoyed my Shield playthrough. I will say that I've not like replayed through the Switch games, any of them. So the only game I've played, just gonna play through more than once, was the one I did on stream, or anyone did on the stream, because I did an offline playthrough as well. And that was I streamed before Scarlet Violet was a game, so yeah, I'm gonna try and get this shiny. See how to get the sparkling all power And then every single Pokemon I find has the chance for a shiny. Blueberry Academy. Let's see. How do I get this? Okay, I need to get some blueberry points. That shouldn't be hard at all. I can get that. Alright, no worries, Bomb. I appreciate you stopping by very much. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Very appreciated. Okay, so. So if I go onto my... So, seeing on a Pokemon, make a TM. I need 150 points. Yeah, I can catch a dark type. That's pretty easy. Surely. There has to be some dark... Let me reset my game first so I don't waste the ingredients for my sandwich. That's quite important because the ingredients are like really annoying to get. I don't want to like just waste them. You know, that would be a bit silly. A little bit silly. Bum 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 bum. I went for the flow. I didn't do any specific side projects of computer science. I definitely should have. Like, I don't think that was a good, like, a necessarily clever decision by me. But yeah, I didn't. There was a few things I kind of worked on. At one point, there was a game I was kind of working on a little bit, just like some of the graphics. I wanted to learn like how to animate. So not even really the coding part. So no, I wouldn't. So there wasn't any proper projects that I worked on necessarily during school. It was more like the work assigned was enough. And I'll be honest, like computer science is cool and all. I definitely don't have a passion for it. For coding or compute, like, you know, I don't dislike it, I wouldn't say, but I don't have the passion that a lot of people do have. So I didn't really have the urge. I'm definitely not the most motivated person a lot of the time, so I find it difficult to do things like that a lot if I haven't. If I don't have any motivation to do it, you know, and I don't need to do it for any reason. But I didn't really, but I definitely think like I should have, and if I had more of a dark type, more of a love for coding, I would have done more projects. But my final year project took a lot of my time. You know, let's just do this. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I do definitely think like part of the reason I got the job. I don't think it was the only reason, but I definitely think it kind of gave me something that no one else had. Was that my job specializes in AI, so they probably just saw it as like, oh, this guy's, you know. I don't know. I don't know what they thought, to be honest, but it at least... I don't know. I feel like it stood out from the general computer science. Even if in actuality, it probably doesn't... I don't probably have any different skills than just a normal computer science graduate. I think maybe just the title... I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. It's all speculation. I do wonder how I got so lucky to find a job so quickly, but... hey-ho. Okay. I think the plan, I'll do this like last sandwich, then I will probably head off. No, it's 3 years. 3, not 4. Some like there are 4-year degrees in the UK, but mine was a 3-year. And as well, how it works, which might sound really weird if it doesn't work, isn't how it is for you. The first year counts as 0% of your final grade, 0% of your degree. It's basically just kind of acclimating you to university and how the courses work. Which does sound really weird. Even saying out loud, it is weird. Then the second year is between usually 40 to like 25 to 40%. For me, it was 30%, and then last year was 70. So last year was very heavily weighted, and I did by far the best in my last year. So that was kind of, yeah, that was how I ended up getting a first overall. I think if I go to the cafeteria, I can make the sandwich. Do. Is it here? Sparkling power, all types. Yes. Yeah, ours is like that for the modules, but like for the entire year, it's as I said, and then within the modules for the year, they're divided throughout the year, so they end up making 30%, like wherever the credits are, that amount of credits. But it is very different. I think you kind of just do the classes you're given, your curriculum. There isn't much choice. In fact, there was I think 3 classes that I got to choose out of my 3 years at uni, and all of them that I just got the ones that were given to me because I didn't realize that I had to choose them, but then I left it too late. So, you know, silly me, but hey ho, what can you do? Alright. This might be dumb, what I'm doing now, but because I've got the general walking for fitness. Oh god. Yeah, that's the one thing. There isn't like everything I do, like name if you had like data mining, advanced artificial intelligence, concurrence, like just it was called like programming and service like concurrency or something like that. With a few of my classes the last like semester. But there were never any ones that were like dumb. At the start of either year or semester, I don't remember. There would be well-being classes. Oh no, they're sorry, well-being. They're called Welcome to Brighton. That's what they were called. Where it was basically just an introduction of like anything new on the campus, stuff like that. But like after you've been to like one, you don't need to go to the next 6 in the same week. Let alone the 6 next semester or next year, and again and again. Like, I don't know. It was always dumb to me how third years had Welcome to Brighton lectures in their timetable. But we've been here 3 years. Some people 4 years did a foundation year. Like, they don't need to see where the science building is and where the like they've been here long enough that they know. Like, I don't know. I guess it was probably an oversight, like you weren't supposed to go, and I didn't, so that's good. But I always thought it was odd. Yeah, so I think I'll probably just finish this sandwich in like 20-ish minutes, then I will wrap up for today. For around 2 hours, a bit more than 2 hours stream. I would stream for longer, but I kind of want to do things. I want to eat. I want to watch some stuff with my girlfriend. I think I'll be live tomorrow. I think I would like to go live tomorrow before my, debut of work. I want to try and finish the shiny portion of the shiny challenge, because I do think the battling part probably won't be as long. Maybe no, you know what? No, that's stupid to say. I think I'm being a bit over optimistic. If it was a normal like team, like a team I've used before, a team I'm comfortable with, whatever, then yeah, that's probably fair to say. It would probably take maybe 2-3 hours total. I could probably go from unranked to the Master Ball. I don't think with the team I have, it's going to take a lot more. Like, it's going to take some planning, some good team building, it's not going to be as simple as just go live, play for a few hours, win every game, etc. Because there's a very good chance I don't even win like my first few games. Like, the team might be dog shit. These Pokemon aren't really tested Pokemon. Like most Pokemon, at least the decent Pokemon, are Pokemon that are like, have been used a lot. They have like, ideas. People a lot better than me have used them and kind of, they know how to use them. They're given like sets, moves, ways to play them, etc. At least for more so for Roserade, but Anima Champ, they don't have that at all. Like, at all. Like, I looked at Roserade, there is like 2 instances of Roserade properly being used. Yeah, like there isn't much at all. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll either do a lot of theory crafting on how to make it work, but yeah. So I'll go until 25 minutes till the sandwich is done. Bum bum ba dum bum bum. Is Croc in the game? I don't actually know. The other thing I'm worried about, that if this does happen, then I will end and then I'll figure it out for next time, is that, as I said before, that there was a lot more Pokemon in this game that can be played in Champions. There's a lot more Pokemon that can't be as well, which is a bit of an issue. Like, every Pokemon that's in Champions is probably in this game, but that's only like a quarter of all Pokemon in this game. So, if I'm not, at least in the outbreaks before, despite me getting 2 Pokemon that I couldn't use, I was still moderately controlling what I was hunting. Which isn't the case here. It's literally completely random. I mean, it was random before because I was just choosing the outbreaks at random, but I wasn't hunting the outbreaks that didn't have anything in it. No, the sandwiches happened. The sandwiches worked. There wasn't a cooking scene this time. I bought it off somewhere. So instead of a specific type having a increased chance to be shiny, it's just every single Pokemon has an increased chance. It's not quite as good an increased chance as before, but obviously overall. No, there's actually a very odd. I'll finish my first thought. Is that, yeah? So all Pokemon now have an increased chance to be shiny. It's from about 1 in 800. But if you think I'm seeing like 30 a minute easily. So realistically, I should be hitting it, that amount in 20 minutes, right? Especially along when playing. Like, I definitely do. I'm due. I'm going to go back running around the main place, I think. And in Champions, I think kind of how they're structuring it is every season that they're kind of doing seasons of the game, they're going to slowly add a single Pokemon each time. So they started with a very limited pool, and they probably won't add much each season. They only had like a few. But I think if they added every single Pokemon at once, right? Even if like 800 out of 1,000, probably about 600 of those Pokemon, 650, they're just not viable. Like, there's no reason to be using, I don't know, I'm trying to think of 2 examples of Pokemon. So it's reason to be using a Vileplume over, I don't know, another Pokemon sitting Vileplume. Like a Hisui and Lilligant. They do the same things. They both are fast, they sleep powder. They do very similar things. There's no reason to use one or the other, really. So by having less Pokemon in, it actually gives you more options. Because instead of adding Hisui and Lilligant in, there's kind of 3 Pokemon that do almost the same things as Hisui and Lilligant, but not quite the same. Right? So you kind of have to choose what aspects of Hisui and Lilligant do you want, and have that on your team. So it actually does the opposite effect of having less Pokemon actually does do more, which is, I think, kind of cool. I like the fact they've limited it of what's in the game, because it does give you more options that are viable, even though there's less options total. So yeah, like right now it's still very limited. There are some Pokemon that are still, even in that small amount, completely useless, like Watchog. For example, if we find a Watchog, that thing is genuinely terrible. Like, I am playing a 5v6 every game, but I have a Watchog on my team. Like, actually. Yeah. So, Oh, my music started again because I. So you know, I don't want that. Obviously, but yeah, I don't know. We will see what we get. I'm just hoping it's. There's a good chance it's something that in isn't in Champions because there's so many Pokemon in Scarlet Violet. Like there's so many. Um, but if I do find one that obviously isn't, I will try and rethink the way that I'll probably go back to the sandwiches next stream. And yeah, I do think as well the fact that you can't hear the shiny. That is like my biggest gripe with this game, is that you can't hear the shinies. Because, like, why? What does it hurt? I don't know. I don't understand who it like. I think anyone's ever complained of, oh, the shiny noise is so annoying. Like it tells you the shiny nearby. I guess they wanted to make it because they think there's so many shinies going to be around that they want to make it like they want to balance it by making it harder to hear. But who cares? Like I feel like at the point you're making it, the shinies are so common that you have to balance it. Like that you've made the shiny rate so good, you have to balance it by making things worse. Just tune the rate or the spawn rates. Don't tune the shiny noise. That's like, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, it's not in Pokemon Let's Go, another Pokemon game. But I think they had it in Legends Arceus, and they now have it in Legends of the Ace. They have it in both Legends games, which are the only games that have it. But also, it should just be a thing. Since they added it, they should have had it in every game, 100%. And it does look like in the new main game, because I was kind of worried that if you don't know that much of Pokemon, the Legends, like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, when we talk about them, they're not technically the main series Pokemon games. They're kind of like the side series. They release alongside the main game. You can transfer Pokemon between them, etc. And they are full Pokemon games, but they're not considered like the main series of the new generation, etc. Games. So I was worried. I was kind of worried for a while if the shiny noise was going to remain like a Legends only thing, because it is it's nice that it's able to just run around like this and see hundreds of encounters. I've definitely missed the shiny so far in this stream. Like, it's not as bad as you like a massive stream with like thousands of chapters because some guy will see it and spam it. But for the average person, it is just you'll just miss shinies, and that's a kind of a sucky feeling. I feel like. I don't know, but it does look like in the new games, at least from leaks, they're going to be adding the noise. And it's important to know that the new game is a main series game, not going to be a Legends game. So it looks like they're bringing it into the main series finally, which is nice. There also was a leak there's going to be 300 new Pokemon, which I don't believe at all. So I don't know how accurate the leaks are, but, you know, I'll be optimistic. Yeah, there was a leak with the new game that there's going to be 300 new Pokemon. Now, for clarification, the biggest generation ever was, I believe, 152. That was the biggest. And that was Generation 5, which basically, like, soft rebooted Pokemon. Because it added, like, redid a bunch of Pokemon. So 300 is double that. Like, that's not going to happen. In the sense of 300 new species. It might be, what I think it's going to be is either a bunch of forms of Pokemon, or there was leaks a while ago that there was like some sort of, like depending on the island that you are on, because it's like an island-based traveling game, what we know at least. I mean, they never really know about this game, but this is just from the leaks. It's the island-based travel game. There was a leak that you'd have a Pokemon. I'll explain in a sec about what I mean by that. It will evolve depending on the different islands. So let's say there's 30 different islands. There could be one Pokemon that has slight differences depending on the island you evolve it on, right? That's technically 30 new species, but it's all kind of the same Pokemon. So that's what I think it's probably going to be, rather than 300 new Pokemon. But I mean, I would be down for that. Like, I would be down, but I think as a new player, that's not a good thing. It's too many. Like, it's too over, because you need to have like existing ones in the game as well, like Pikachu and you know, Charizard. You need to have those ones. So there'd just be too many. There'd just be too many. When I redid, so Gen 5 was kind of the game you're playing actually is like a reboot, a soft reboot, as people call it for Pokemon. So in pretty much every other Pokemon game, you can find Pokemon from other generations. For example, this Pokemon here, this little horse, is from Generation 7. I made a Generation 9 game. That's a Gen 7 Pokemon. We'll see more as we fly along. This is a Gen 1 Pokemon. That Pokemon, that little dog, is Gen 7. Like, it kind of mingles in the different generations of Pokemon together. Gen 5 is strictly only Gen 5 Pokemon. And not only that, but they kind of... there's a lot of... they did exactly the same amount as the original 151 Pokemon of Kanto. The original. They did the exact same amount. And a lot of Pokemon are kind of counterparts to the original. Not all of them. But for example, like Pidava's counterpart to Pidgey. They're both pigeons start of the game. Patrat and Rattata, they're both rats kind of start of the game. And there's quite a few, like Rock'n'Roller and Geodude. And some of them are less, like Ghastly and Litwick. They're both the ghost types mid of the game thing. But there are differences. But that's kind of like generally, like, I think they were trying to remake... Yeah, they kind of reboot the series a bit. And eventually they ended up just kind of continuing with the current Pokemon. But that was... Yeah, like, that's why in Generation 5 only, you can only find Gen 5 Pokemon. But I think that's good if you're first... That's why I chose for you. One, because it has Litwick in it, which is your favourite Pokemon. And two, because I feel like it's... If you don't know much Pokemon anyways, it's a lot less overwhelming seeing 300 Pokemon in a game, right? Rather than... In your game, there's 150 only. And you won't see all of them because some of the legendaries, some of them are version exclusives. But I feel like you'll get to know the Pokemon better. Like I feel like now, if you see something in Darumaka, you might remember, oh, Darumaka is the fire type that I've fought before. If they're using, you know, a Darumaka, then a Charmander, then a Slugma, like, you probably wouldn't recognize the names of the Pokemon as much because it's different each time. And there's still be repeats of Pokemon, obviously, but I feel like it's a good game to get into Pokemon Black or White because it has a limited amount. It's still pretty good graphics in my opinion, and I think it's like one of the best Pokemon games as well. I don't know. I think it's like a very good like blend of that. That's kind of why I chose it as the one as your first. It doesn't mean obviously like if you really liked like you really like Combi. There's no Combi in that game. There are downsides to that obviously, but I think overall like it's you like a lot of Unova Pokemon. It's I don't know. I feel like it was overall has positives. Also, guys, I may end in a second, and then I'll come back to stream with better shiny hunting methods for Scarlet Violet because it's like I feel like the level 1 sandwich isn't like that good, and I should go back to the encounters, like the types. Exactly. I think you already like those two, so that was like a quite good amount. I thought there's like you're probably gonna like Ordino a lot more now than you did before. For example, and like I feel like I like Duo. I know you did like them, but like I feel like a lot of Pokemon, people who played at least will agree. How much is left? Actually, yeah, there's only like 10 minutes left. Oh, I just turned online. Oops. Hang on. A lot of people play Pokemon. A lot of their favorite Pokemon are favorites because they've used them. Like that's why they're their favorites. I guess I'll do the 12 minutes. There's 12 minutes left. Maybe I'll get lucky. But I think a lot of people, I don't know anyone else here in chat who's kind of played much Pokemon. At least some of your favorites are probably ones you've used. I think that's quite a safe assumption. For me, definitely, like Torterra, my favorite Pokemon is the first Pokemon I ever had was the Turtwig. I love Staraptor, I love Luxray, all early Pokemon I used. I don't know, I feel like at the end of the game, it's a game of pixels, but like, if you're trying to, play a game and get into it anyways, it's easy to build like a connection with the Pokemon, which sounds very silly, being a fully grown adult, but like I feel like you can. Like I feel like even playing now, Badger, you kind of maybe feel some sort of, like you want to use certain Pokemon because you like them or certain thing. I think that's like where Pokemon gets really cool, is when like you actually like really schizophrenic, but you kind of like the actual your individual Pokemon, and that's kind of why you start liking them. That's why I thought it was a good game, because you would recognize the Pokemon in the game more rather than there being a shit ton that you didn't really build any sort of connection with. Yeah, I will do some research for tomorrow of places of high concentration of Pokemon that aren't ones like places Pokemon can catch, because I'm seeing here that probably the majority of Pokemon I'm seeing I wouldn't be able to use, which obviously breaks the point of the challenge. Well, I really enjoyed this Twitch stream. I did the stream yesterday, obviously, to kind of test the waters in streaming. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll just do Twitch streams from now on YouTube as well. The one downside is obviously most people are just only going to watch on Twitch and not YouTube, which is fair because my audience is on Twitch, and I'm doing like the reason the streams originally on YouTube was to try and get some watch time on my YouTube account and etc. But you know, I'm not like, I don't really mind that much. I'll just stream on Twitch for the time being. It's at least for this like challenge I'm doing. Oh, I still a Pawniard as well. That'd be another one that'd be really cool to have for this challenge. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a only one shiny day today, which I must say, like I say, I have been unlucky with the shinies. I've been very lucky before in shinies. Like I found back-to-back shinies before, which is obviously very, very lucky, like ridiculously lucky. But come on, like this is, I feel like I've been specifically unlucky today. I could do outbreaks and clear out outbreaks, but I feel like there's no way, like in Legends Arceus, the game I was using, you can pretty easily like randomize the outbreaks yourself because you don't know what they are until you get to them. In this game, it's different because I guess I can do ones that come across, but you can see the outbreaks on the map, like the Pokemon they are. So you know for a guarantee what it's going to be, which is just going to defeat the purpose. I'm trying to be so locked in of like talking and also checking every single Pokemon in the corner of my eye. I even noticed as well, there's been occasional like graphic glitches where the game kind of like distorts and glitches a little bit. And that like confuses me obviously because then it doesn't look like a it doesn't look like an actual, like right now, like why is it so like blurry? It looks like I've like I don't know, like it's odd. It's peculiar. I don't know why it happened. It's just happening occasionally. I think it's to do with my my like encoder settings or my OBS. I have no idea what's causing it. It happened yesterday as well. I can look up and see if it's like a known issue, but I don't know how to go about fixing it, to be honest. It might be a frame rate issue, but I'm streaming at 60 frames, which is like a normal amount of frames. So I don't know. I don't know. How much longer we got? We got 8 minutes. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I definitely am due something. I don't know what the odds are with this level 1 power. It is I know it is like noticeably worse than the fire one I was using before, but obviously that's only for fire types. The benefit of the fire type one is that it's increasing the spawn so much of a certain type, you are kind of getting the similar amount of encounters as with, you know, that have a chance to be shiny, because you're getting so many fire types or so many whatever typing of Pokemon. Whereas right now it's a hodgepodge, but there aren't like boosted spawns for any Pokemon. I'm trying to check them all like the best I can. I mean, obviously we don't just see an obvious shiny. The other thing in this game is obviously because there's no sparkles. I think it's really mean for a new game, new Pokemon, that you don't know if something's a shiny to you like walk up to them. Like this Pokemon here, Flittle, for example. It's shiny. Its pink little skirt, the underneath, is green. That's it. Like, if I was brand new to this game, which I was at one point when the game came out, or Charcadet, his eyes are blue if it's shiny. That's it. That's all that changes. As a brand new player to the game, which I was at some point, like, how would I know that? How could I possibly realistically know that? Like, I don't know. It's kind of dumb that there isn't sparkles because there's so many like unnoticeable shinies, and you kind of just have to know them to be able to like lock in at noticing them, which you can't when they first come out because they're brand new. Yeah, you got Magna Glass and also like play the game at 0.25 speed because I just can't see every Pokemon I'm running past. But there's a point at where like, how slow do I want to go? Like, I feel like if I'm going super slow, it's more like inefficient than just flying kind of quick and checking as I go, sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what the most efficient way is. Well, is the hunt a certain Pokemon rather than every Pokemon? That is the way to do it. With the tier 3 things. But I wanted to try the tier 1, like the every shiny. There's tier 3 tiers of sparkling powers. I don't know what the tier 1 or 2 does. I know tier 3 it makes it to 1 in 512 for a shiny. I assume like it's probably between 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 800 for the other two. Around that, I don't know. Just to, you know, estimate a guess. So it's Subway's making every Pokemon here about a 1 in 1,000, 1 in 100 chance instead of a 1 in 1,300. So it's a good increase, but not anything crazy. But I do think that the Spook type is definitely the way to go. I just wanted to try it to see if it would kind of work out. And it's alright. It's also a lot cheaper doing this method. Like these sandwiches, the regular sparkling one, are a lot cheaper than the sandwiches. The sandwiches do cost a lot to make. I mean, I reset if I don't find a shiny, so it does guarantee at least one shiny per sandwich, but it's still like, they're not cheap. I don't know if you guys saw that on your screen. Like the color, the desyncs a bit. It's really weird. I don't know where that comes from, why it does that at all. I genuinely don't know. And we got 4 minutos. Oh, we can get something in that time. I know I'm going to get something the last second. I'm going to find a shiny. It's not going to be one I can use, and I'm going to be sad. Let me go for the last few minutes. Then you go to the place where Litten spawns, just in case. Without the power that I have. Let me like go around here actually. Without the thing that I have, Litten's like going to be a lot lower chance to spawn without like the fire increased spawn rate. But you never know. And this isn't even Litten spawn, so I said it and I went to somewhere else because I saw there's a Feebas outbreak. I thought it was kind of cool, so I'll do that instead. But is that it? Oh. I saw the red, like that deep red, and I thought it was, I don't know why I thought it was a Rotom, which isn't a bird, isn't a bug at all. It's a little plasma electric thingy. It's not. It doesn't look like that at all, and I don't know why I thought it was that, and I got very excited for like a split second. Do 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 do. But yeah, I think it will be calling it an end here in a second. But thank you everyone who joined. It was in for the stream. It means a lot. I said I had a lot of fun streaming on Twitch today. I definitely want to do it tomorrow. So that's gonna be kind of my, oh my god, the emotes. Yeah, I was trying to get like that set up with like a starting screen for stream today. But because of the co-stream, it kind of messed everything up, so I couldn't do it. Oh my god, I forgot about my emotes. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh wait, I didn't realize you subbed as well. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize like the notifications just don't work. And I have like a tab up. Same with Brits that's supposed to show. I didn't. I mean, you've had that badge for a few minutes now. I didn't realize until you used the emote just now. I'm very sorry about that. I apologize. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know it's very delayed, I'm sure, but Anything? No. Yeah, I don't know why. I'll probably go back to just Twitch next stream, or if not, then I'll make sure I can sort of the alerts. It was kind of last minute. I didn't realize the alerts would change so much. Because I always have used Streamlabs. That's always what I've done. To streaming. And I had changed to OBS for the multi-stream. It doesn't work with Streamlabs. You have to pay a subscription, which I'm not gonna do. It's like 30 quid a month. I'm not doing that for I stream like 3 or 4 times a month probably. Like it's not worth it. When OBS is a free alternative that can multi-stream. But I didn't realize in OBS there isn't any like inbuilt alert box or follower noise or sound things like that. Like you have to do it yourself. It's kind of complicated. I was like, didn't want to deal with all of it because I was like about to stream and I ran into those issues. I was like, oh, I'll deal with that another day. I doubt anyone will sub or anything anyways, but thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Okay, I am gonna end it there though. We got Shinies earlier. We found 2 Shinies again, to be fair. So you know, it wasn't completely hopeless. Just one of them we couldn't use. Same as yesterday. So if I'm at this pace, then 4 more streams and I have my team, which hopefully doesn't take that long. But yeah, thank you everyone that stuck around. I really appreciate it. I will hopefully live again tomorrow. Hopefully, I mean, if you're in my Discord, you'll know. If not, just sub me YouTube if you haven't already. That'd be pretty cool. Or follow me if you haven't. And I'll be live when I'm live. Yeah. Thank you again. Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you very much for sticking around. Bye bye.